Her love real, her name on your arm. And maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm right. Those one girls and some girls, could they be alike?
And that's MONINAYO. This is We Say What They Can't. Just starting. We ready? Hey. Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Lord Jinx for the technical difficulties.
Hey. Don't thank me for the technical difficulties. I was all right.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of We Say What They Can't radio show. To my left, we got my man Pyro the Fireman.
Sound the alarm. There's a fire brewing in Brooklyn. Pyro, we say what they can't. We in the building.
Cinemax.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your girl Cinemax. Short hair don't care.
Oh, I love the new hair, though.
Hey,
I must say that.
Thank you.
I must say that. And my man with his glasses 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
P.S. died.
I got a right to be hostile, yo. My people been persecuted. What up?
What's up? And we got before I get to the special guest, shout out to the DJ Lord Jinx.
You already know what it is. Shouts out to all my freaks, geeks, and weirdos. Let's go.
So I think it's only right that you introduce the special guest we have today.
Right. Well, I have a little, just a little. I won't tell you why, but I have a little relationship with
What?
Guest.
Wait, what?
Whoa, hold up.
What's going on?
Relationship as far as I know the guest. No.
Let's get Jinx a drink.
That would be nice. I just know the guest. Okay. All right. But yeah, shouts out to MONINAYO. Make sure you follow at MONINAYO.
Wait. So are you shouting her out or are you introducing her? Let's introduce her.
That's what I did. Well, she's all right.
Let's do it again. We can do it again.
They trying to
I gotta bother Jinx.
Trying to show me the curveball.
Because
today.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm bothering Jinx. Because Jinx wanted us to do the show live, and then Jinx show up 20 minutes late.
Hey.
And he don't have the guns. He don't have the gunshots ready.
Yeah.
Where the shot?
He's gonna take his time with the shots too. Can you just introduce our lovely special guest?
At MONINAYO, the lovely. She's an artist. She's a lyricist. Uh-huh. She's a activist.
Nice.
I want to say she's a model. She doesn't promote herself as a model, but I think she should. So at MONINAYO, that's our guest.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yo, clap it up. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Nice to be here.
It's crazy because I was actually in the car parked earlier, and I saw a nice young lady going over to get an icy. And I was looking at her shirt. I'm like, oh, I see. You know, it's a beautiful shirt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I didn't know. I didn't. And just because I'm petty, she said hello to everybody but me today.
Oh, man.
I just want to put that out there.
Oh, wow.
But how you doing, though?
I don't think I did that.
You spoke to me?
I think I say hello and it's
No. You actually shook everybody's hand, actually.
So did you come to shake my
No.
hand?
I wanted to wait to address it on the show because I'm the petty king.
No, but
Can you shake my hand now?
everybody came to me to shake my hand.
How
I
you
wouldn't
doing?
just. It's not like you came up to me and I just said, "Oh, get that out of here."
Nah, you ain't blocked me. What's going on?
Nothing much. Great day to be alive.
No doubt.
The Lord's Day, Sunday.
No question. So, the shirt. Pussy power.
Yeah.
What's the meaning behind that? What's the,
I heard the song this morning. I was listening to it.
That's my album name, Pussy Power, featuring The Plot Thickens. And it's just about woman empowerment. Yeah. I just decided to say pussy because I like that word.
I think it's a good word. I think it's a cool
great word. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves that word, pussy. It's a dope word. Do you worry about censorship or anything because of the word? Like people, in the commercials can't say it.
I mean, I don't worry.
Right.
At all about anything. But I mean, do I feel as though, of course, you can't just be on TV saying pussy, but
right.
Turn it down.
When we get there.
Right.
So, no, listen, we got to turn our music down when we're talking about the word pussy.
Words. It's important.
The word, not, just the word. Got you. We good. So is that like your brand or is that, something?
Well, that is a brand that I have, like, the shirt that I have on, and I have other shirts and stuff like that. And it's a lot of girls that's rocking it and whatnot. It's just pushing the tape and everything, the apparel that goes with it, merch.
No doubt.
Where,
little
where,
movement.
where you originally from?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. That's dope. That's dope. So your album, is your album complete?
Yes, it's out. It's been out.
It's been out?
Yeah, I'm actually about to put out another album. This one it's been out for a while, a little minute.
Are you independent?
Yeah, I'm independent.
Hold on one second, y'all.
Okay, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. My man Barack making movements in he making movements in the background. Yeah, so how has it been putting out this first album and the reception that you've gotten? And
Well, it's been really good. I put it out like a year and a half ago, but I did everything myself, you know, and it did get a good response. The album cover itself that went viral, and then I had a few music videos for I have a story on there, like it's called "Pussy Power" featuring The Plot Thickens, and the story is The Plot Thickens, and I had a video for that, chapter 1 and chapter 2, and I got like 3 million on Facebook views, and you know it's had different traffic. For me to just put it out by myself, and it was kind of like my first go at things. Like I've been with an indie before, but I hadn't put out a project with them. So it was my first project being put out. And I didn't really know what I was doing, but I put it out, got a good response. So that's good. I know a little bit more now.
When you say that's you did it all yourself, production wise, or
No, I didn't produce. I mean, I bought the beats.
Oh,
So,
okay, that's what I was like.
like-
You produced too? I was like,
Nah, I wrote it. I bought the beats. I went to the studio. I paid for that. I put it out. I put a cover together. The idea for everything. So that's when I say I did it all myself. Nah, I did not produce.
Oh, okay, okay.
I didn't do that part.
I got another question. Where did you come up with your name?
My name MONINAYO.
Yeah, is that your name or?
Well, my first name is Monifa. So that's where the Moni comes from. And my middle name is Nayo. So yeah, it is my name.
Oh, okay, okay.
that's dope. But how hard is it, like, to wear all of those hats and to have to, you know, push your product and wear and do everything yourself? Like, you know, explain to people how much hard work that takes.
I mean, it does take a lot of hard work because even then when you got, like, with my videos, they're like movies, so I got to put that together and I got to have a treatment and do all this stuff, find all that. It's a lot of work. I don't know. But, I mean, if you really want to do something, who else going to work harder for you than you?
No
And
doubt,
if you
right.
can't invest in yourself, how can you expect other people to invest in you? You know, you got to do the footwork first. And then
Absolutely.
hopefully you get to get help and that burden gets lifted off of you.
Did your mother name you after the singer or?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
My name is Arabic.
Oh, okay.
My whole name, my last name's Imhotep, so it's very Egyptian. And Monifa is actually Arabic for I am lucky. So, and my dad named me. So
That's all right.
And I have a Hindu name. My name is Shonda. It means the moon. Like,
Hey,
yes.
turn up.
I
Do we
didn't know
have
that.
any proof of this?
You
I can look
Google
it
it.
up.
We're gonna
You can look it up.
we're gonna go with Google
Wait,
Facts.
I don't like when people play with my facts.
Fake
Play with
news.
my name
Fake news.
I need some proof of
and
that.
play with my name.
We've been doing the show for like a year and some change. I ain't never hear that.
Did we have anybody else talk about the meaning of their name on the show?
Exactly.
Well,
How you
We'll
just
look
gonna
it
take
up.
our side?
Pussy power.
Hey, when it comes to pussy power, you do have to wear a lot of hats.
oh,
You do have to wear. Where's the gunshots? God
we
damn
need
it.
that. Damn it. We need that.
Now he's finding the shots again.
Straight up. So, who's some of the producers that you work with?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't actually even work with producers in person. It's all online. I'm like,
Oh,
send
send a
me a
beat?
beat. I can't explain to you what I want. Just send me some stuff, and
And that's it.
either
And you get busy in the
if
lab.
I hear something I like, then I use it. Or if sometimes you like something, you still can't come up with something to it. So it's whatever. Like it's kind of time consuming. I couldn't sit down and tell you, oh, do this. Like, I'm not a producer.
Right.
You know, that's the one hat. I let creative people do their thing. That's your job. You good at that. I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job. When I hear, oh, you killed that. All right, let me do my part.
I got a question. Why do you think, in your opinion, if you think this way, it's so hard for female rappers, like let's say the 1 and 2 female rappers, whoever's number 1 at the time or number 2, to why they could never like be cool with each other? Why do females compete with each other so much?
Well, I mean, females were. They're kind of in like they're taught to compete with each other, just period, not just in music, but period in life. I guess like you know what Beyonce, the lady was saying on the Beyonce album, because that's the first thing I thought about. You know, they're taught to compete with each other for the attention, especially of male. And so I guess that goes into play with it. But if we were smart, we would know that that's not really. You don't have to do that, and there can be more than one, and you can shine without them in somebody else's light, you know. But it just happens, and then also they know it's good for. Well, they think it's good for publicity. They think they're gonna build it up like that way, and so they just go off of that and just try to start some drama. 'Cause, you know, social media, everybody talk fast and. All of that. They try to pin everybody against each other.
Yeah, but they try to say that women have all this competition, but y'all men do too. Y'all have y'all egos.
It's different though.
No, it's not.
Different. Let me tell you why.
But
let me tell you why. Like, first of all, like all of like Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj's, all of them talk the same thing. Like, I don't have beef with this one. I don't care about this one. But then as the social media and the media itself goes in on these two people should have drama because they said this lyric that I'm the best. Right. I'm the queen.
And it's so little of them.
Right.
You know?
It's so little that they make this drama.
But that's...
And for a male, T.I. could say I'm the king. Jay-Z could say I'm done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
people
everybody
have come
can claim.
at them.
And they come at them, but it's on different levels because there's so many of them. And
yeah, that's what it is. The
We're
only thing is
outnumbered.
that Nicki Minaj. Like, okay, we bringing up the Nicki Remy thing. Nicki has been number one for a long time. I personally, if I was Nicki, I wouldn't have even responded, to be honest. But this is what I'm saying. Like, it's because of this is a male-dominated industry, and they're making it seem as though, like, oh, well, you on top. It ain't no other female rapper that's really out. Right. So now it's like this, and it's a competition, which is really not. Because, you know, back in the day, it used to be a lot more female rappers out at one time. And when you see that, it wasn't as much. I mean, I'm sure everybody had their little beats, but it wasn't as much as a competitive thing because everybody was doing things together because there were so many. But it's just when you make it so that there's only one that's on top and there's no one that's actually even anywhere near that is when people are going to come for you.
Because think, back in the day, they had our ladies' night.
Yeah. Ladies first, Latifah. Like, that was just the vibe of music, period.
Yeah.
The vibe of music is just a little different.
Yeah, but you still had your Shantae's beats.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
You
You
said
still had your
There's
MC
little
Light.
beefs between men as well, but we saying because there was more females, it wasn't a bigger thing, or like, you know what I mean? It's little small beefs, just like men have little small beefs, but it wasn't like, oh, every time somebody come out, it got to be a this against this.
Gotcha.
Being that you come up with a style that's, you know, you talk about upliftment, you know, women empowerment, and if you look at the climate of just music, hip hop in general, especially the females in it, because there ain't that many. How do you think what can you do to really create that lane? Because I don't even think that lane is really there like that right now.
Well, I mean, to create the lane of as far as
women empowerment and women together, unless that same lane Beyonce has with her music now, but with like a female MC.
That's the reason why I think you can create it. It's like because there's a void for it, and it's missing like the conscious, and because if you look at hip hop right now, even though there's a lot of foolishness going on in it, when you look at the two more top selling artists, they are conscious. They are like a Kendrick and a Cole and stuff like that.
Say that again. So everybody hear you. Say that again. I don't think he heard you.
Am I lying? Because
no, I
look up the numbers.
No, I didn't. I didn't even say anything.
I just said no. I know she turned her head. I just wanted to say it into the, so everybody can hear it.
Okay.
But I can because Drake ain't conscious.
But Drake is also not.
But he's not conscious.
Okay, but I said two of, not the.
I thought you said 1 and 2.
I said two of.
Okay, well, hey, Drake is up there too. I mean,
Drake is up there, but at the same time, Drake is Drake.
See, I'm noticing now why I didn't get a handshake. I feel tension. I feel tension. Mind you, PS started this shit.
He's
I'm
a
chilling.
messy
I'm
Gemini.
just a correct person.
I just wanted to drink my
That's
water
all.
while he was answering the
I just,
question
you
that
know,
just got thrown out there.
I'm
Listen,
just a prisoner
I
to
lo-
the truth.
I love I love conscious music. I love J. Cole.
No, but what I would say about Drake is Drake does.
Wait, Rock don't love J.
Drake-
Cole. Stop that shit, son.
I just
You
don't like
love
Kendrick.
J.
I just
Cole.
don't like Kendrick. I just want to say that I don't really. I'm not a
I'm
Kendrick
not the
fan.
biggest Kendrick fan. Do I appreciate what he doesn't do? I feel like he's a great rapper, yes, but is he
Yeah.
like my personal favorite? And I'm like, nah. Like I'm more of a Cole fan than a Kendrick fan, but I do appreciate what Kendrick, brings to
no
the
doubt.
table, even though it may not be like my favorite artist. But
Who's your
was I-
favorite artist?
Yeah. Who are some of your favorite artists?
Well, a lot of them is old school. So
That's all right.
That's what's up.
Fine.
like I love Jay, I love Pac, just Slick Rick, just going back.
Word,
A lot of
okay.
people. I listen to a lot of people, and it's just all the great people is who I like. If you're great at what you do, I like Eminem. Like it's everybody for different things. Like Eminem just for the intricacy of his wordplay and all of that. And I just feel like he's a real person that really studies it and is really dedicated to it in that part. And then Tupac for the soul.
Where
Jay-Z
would you
just for being Jay-Z.
where would you rank Eminem all time?
Well,
Top 10?
This is a
he
setup
is
question.
he
I'm
is top
telling you.
10. He has to be top 10.
Yeah.
And you cannot say that. It would be insane. It would be ludicrous for you not to say
Oh.
that he was
Does
top 10.
does everybody at the panel agree that Eminem
Yes.
is top 10?
I
What
agree.
you think?
Yeah, but
I agree.
Top
everybody
5?
he could be top. Not for me. Yeah, he could be
He's
in the top
top 5
5
for me.
He's
yeah,
top 5 for me.
But for every okay, there are gonna be some people where Eminem is their favorite. Like that's why I said you like
He's not my
everybody.
favorite, but
I
he's
didn't
top
say.
5. Right.
Yo,
I didn't
she's
say-
ready to
Yeah.
start. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Yo,
Because
the
I'm trying to
gun is
break it
loaded.
down.
Yo, it's that
There's
power.
a reason that I say everything though.
It's that double P.
This is the thing now. There's a reason I say everything, cause I do think about these things a lot. You like everybody for a certain reason. Like that's what
doubt.
I was saying. Pac has that soul. Nobody's touching that. Biggie's flow is insane. Like you know what I mean. And then Eminem, when it comes to that skill set, that's what nobody's touching him on is that skill set. And if somebody, nobody has touched that yet. So that's what he's great at. He's number one at that. So everybody's number one in their own place. But
Right.
as a personal person, we are all going to have a different number one.
Oh, no doubt.
Because
no doubt.
it's whoever's catering to how you feel or what you like, and that's going to be your number one. So,
Because Pac
you
don't
it's
even
no
crack
right
my
or
top
wrong.
10.
Yo, he's looking for. There's
Whoa.
a lot
He just
of some shit going on today.
He just
Rico.
don't.
So, I have a question. Let me try to
feel you,
switch
Pyro.
gears. I feel you too.
Yeah.
Pause. But I have a question.
I
You
don't
said
feel you.
you name Slick Rick, Jay-Z, all these rappers. They have classic albums. The way the music is coming out today, they come so rapidly, streaming, whatever. Do you think this day and age generation can have a classic album?
Yeah, Cole's albums be classics.
You think so?
That last one, yeah, it definitely was. And of course, it can happen. It's just about the person and putting in what you need to put in. I mean, half of these people aren't even worried about having a classic album,
Yeah,
so those are not going to
absolutely.
be the people that have a classic album. But the ones that are worried and still do it for the love of hip hop and still study it and still put that into it, they're gonna be the ones to make that.
I'm sorry. I mean, a critically acclaimed
Acclaimed.
classic album.
Well, as I said, Cole is critically acclaimed.
Kendrick.
Kendrick, yeah, like
Does anybody else?
Kendrick. Okay, Kendrick's Damn is
See,
not class. Like,
No.
See, no,
just look-
this
you
is
don't
what
think
I'm
so?
saying. I think it takes. Oh, that's my
look
problem.
at what they're doing. though.
Here's what I'm saying. I don't think. Okay, it's out for a year or two. I don't think you could deem it a classic.
You
yet.
can't deem it.
You have to see if
You
it lasts
never
the test
know.
of time.
Like, no, but this is an opinion. That's why we asking
Right,
a question.
right.
In my opinion, so yeah, you don't never know. But the reason I say they're classic because the thing that makes something classic is when you look at the subject matter. Okay, if you're just talking about things that only relate to right now, then it's not classic.
Right.
So when you're talking about things that we can relate to across the board 20 years from now, that's when it's classic. So the subject matter is why I could say, oh yes, that is a classic album because in 20 years, it's still going to be relatable to whatever generation that is then.
Lyrically, yeah.
That's why Pac, you listen to Pac and you still feel that. You like, oh yeah, that's still going on right now. So that's what makes it classic. Like there's certain things that is never going to, like when you talk about love, that's always going to be relatable. it's never gonna stop. So like it's just different things like that. But the reason, what I was gonna say when you said nah to the Kendrick thing is, look at what he's talking about. He's talking about, you know, the different like emotions, stuff like that. I just like the way certain people puts together albums as a collective and as a whole project, and not just as a, oh, okay, we doing singles and stuff like that. How it all goes together fluently, and you see that they really thought that out, and it just came together.
I mean, personally, when Kendrick came out, everybody kept trying to put me on to Kendrick. I couldn't get into him because I don't like his voice. And he reminds me of a Ninja Turtle. And I just couldn't fuck with the voice.
I'm not gonna lie.
And-
I agree.
And so that was my thing. Now, when this album right here came out, right, I kept hearing it constantly. You know what I'm saying? Constantly. And when I heard it, I went on a road trip. And I listened to it on a road trip. And I'm like, yo, this nigga got bars. Like, he could rap. Like, shit is dope. And it made me want to go back and listen to every shit that he did. And he's nice for now. He would be a good rapper back in the era of the best music ever, of the late 90s, early 2000s. He would be a good rapper. He wouldn't be the best. Right now, you got to consider him the best because of the shit that's out there.
I mean, I don't consider him the best.
One of the best.
He's
one of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on the Grammys. He's winning all
But
these
that's
awards.
the-
He's all that because
But
of
that's the
what's
thing.
going on right now.
Shout out to
Not
Jimmy
only
Iovine.
that, it's because what
Ha!
you said as well is
I need them
that
shots.
because the climate of hip hop right now and what's being put out is what makes him one of the best, absolutely. And yeah, back then it was so many people that was good, so of course you just gonna be good
Right.
as well, unless you just crazy with it. So yeah, he would have been a good rapper back then, but at least he not trash. And then on top of that, it's like, yeah, but you got to understand the courage that it kind of takes to stay true to being a good rapper when you see what they trying to make you believe as to, oh, well, you should just be like this. You should just, why am I going to put my time into it? Like, I could just be like this and I could just get on and do that. But the fact that you decided not to do that, that in and of itself, you know, should be rewarded, which it is obviously being rewarded. That's why I can't knock it, because until other people come and they do that as well,
Right.
then what am I going to say?
I mean, I agree with what she's saying, but I disagree a little bit, because to me a classic is the people decide what's a classic. Like that's why what Morocco was saying, like over time, like you can listen to an album and I can like I'm sitting down listening to it and yo, this shit is crazy. That don't mean it's classic. The people decide what's, you know, how it's received over time, over and over again. That's why Kendrick, if you look at the past 2-3 years, he got like 3 classic joints, and like the people received him as like he's that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I personally like him, yeah, but the people received him as like just like they received Drake, just like you know what I mean. Sometimes it could be classic and you ain't even all that good sometimes, but it's a classic. I can name a few people who got classic albums and they really ain't.
But
just
again,
slept on
you,
them.
like
Lauryn Hill.
what you said though, you said the people decide, but at the same time,
I ain't say
what
nothing.
we're saying, what makes, I'm not.
Not you.
Yo, I don't know what Hello, my name is Mariah. I'm sorry I didn't come up to you in the beginning. I'm sorry.
Now, what I'm saying is this: what she said was the people decide if it's a classic, but nah. Tom do, because
She said, nah.
it's not the same people. So like it's new people in 20 years. It's a new generation. It's younger people. So no, the people decide if it's hot right now, but Tom decide if it's a classic. So it's like what we saying. We can only assume.
Yeah, we
like,
can. It's like my response to that would be like,
know.
like what's the new edition? Like new edition. We don't know. I think everybody would agree they're a classic group.
Yeah, but to some this generation, I don't know.
Yeah,
Some of these
but
people
that's
crazy.
the-
and they
that
might think
don't-
it's trash.
Yeah, they might think it's,
they're
but
crazy.
it's not gonna
They
be.
think it's old, but they
Yeah.
think it's classic.
Not
Like,
even
it's
that.
now.
They might not even think it's classic because they don't know. What makes something classic is that generation of that time that listened to it. It holds a place in their heart, like the Temptation. They, you know,
They
of
hold
course,
a
they don't
place in
mean the
my
same
heart,
thing to
and
me.
That's not my generation.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the same thing to me, but it's going to mean the same thing to the people that listen to it. Like I can Run DMC is Run DMC to me. There's other groups who was out during that time. I don't think about them ever. you know what I'm saying?
They probably ain't have a member
They
pass
didn't-
away yet.
But
No.
if
Oh,
but at
that
the same
was-
time,
I'm not
you
giving
might
it-
think about the group, but when you hear, but it's not even about thinking about the group, because sometimes you don't even care for the group, like you said. Somebody could be, and you could just hear a certain song. there's certain songs that you hear from groups that have only had that one song, and every time you hear it, it puts
No
you in a
doubt.
feeling
Yeah,
because
that, yeah.
it's that memory that you associate with that time in your life.
Yeah.
Or when you heard that, you're like, "Ooh, this is my jam!" Like it just puts you in that same emotion that you had then.
I got a question for all y'all because she made me think of it just now. So, is that classic or is that nostalgia?
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I said it don't necessarily mean that the people decided of like that's who's deciding what's hot. So if I say, "Oh, I love this album right now," of course, to me, because I have that feeling, in 20 years it might mean something different. But if everybody in 20 years is still saying it's hot, meaning the new generation, then it's definitely classic. You see what
Okay,
I'm saying?
so
I'm
how
even good
about-
with 10 years at this point. I gotta be 20. 10
So how about we all go around and say 3 classic albums, and then everybody else can agree whether they're classic.
Well,
or not.
here's what I can say before we even go into that. A couple weeks ago, we had a discussion on rap lines when a guy who wrote the book, right? And a song to me that was a classic, Halftime, because it inspired me so much. It's not a classic to everybody else.
Right.
So it really is a matter of opinion. And I realized after that show, as I was thinking about it, you know what? Everybody don't know about Halftime.
Right.
That song by Nas, Halftime, shit is dope. So when we say, if we go around the room and do this, the classic album, what is it based on? It has to be based on something.
No, it's just
Because-
based on
opinion.
your
Yeah,
opinion.
your-
But we
what
can
is-
say
yeah.
Nothing else it can base it on.
if we all agree with you on your opinion. That's it.
I hear y'all. But it's albums out here that's classics that I don't even like. But
She said J.
They're
Cole
classics.
album is a classic. I can't name you the single off it, but I know the songs. I just
But
can't
he's not
name
a
the single
single artist.
See, but that's
He
what I'm
didn't
saying. What's
put
the
out any
criteria?
single.
What's the criteria for saying it's a classic album?
Classic don't
Just
gotta
because
do with
it's
singles.
it's dope. Who,
gotta be some
classic
good. It gotta be some good
meaning-
rhetoric. It could be okay. The lyrics is, is
Let's check.
it lasts long, but
let's
the
look up
records gotta make some
definition of
sense too. The
classic.
records gotta be classic records.
I'm about to look up the definition of
I think
classic.
that's yes. That in my definition, you would have to have that. If it's a classic album, it gotta have some
Oh, by the
classic
way,
joints on it.
Shonda,
The whole
Let me get that. Excuse me.
But hold up, couldn't classic mean different to
But-
different people?
we change. First of
What's-
all, we changing the game a little bit right now because did Jay-Z really have a single on this album?
I don't think it's a
No.
classic.
But I think it was a great album. Like
It's a great
because
album.
it's a different time. You can't be basing it on what was done in the past because it's a different time.
See,
and
but
we
it's a-
kind of going into that. We used to have release dates. Now we just
Yup.
dropped the
I
album.
don't
Absolutely.
I don't
But
feel
it's
like
a
it's a
difference
whack
between-
album.
but it's a
I don't
difference
think
between
it's a
great-
classic.
great and classic.
It's two different things.
great and classic, and albums
It might
we like
not be
in
classic. You're
ready?
right, but I'm saying
10,
a single
15 years
don't
from
make
now-
it a class. You could have all singles, and would it necessarily be?
It gotta have
a
some
class-
type of definition.
All right, so
behind that
listen,
joint.
the definition of classic is judged over a period of time to be of the highest quality and outstanding of its kind.
I just
Quality
My jump
wanna,
shot.
does not necessarily
It's classic.
mean.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to put out two things. One, that definition, that's kind of what I was saying. Number two, do you see how fast she went to that but didn't go to her name in Hindu? I just want to put that out there. I didn't see it. Let me. I said I want.
I ain't never seen it.
I just want to
got
put
off
that
that
out
quick.
there. All right, let's say this. I don't really want to talk about Kendrick no
Yo,
more.
I got a question. I got a question.
Biggie's a classic album.
Is Slick Rick
Hello, look,
first out?
honey,
Slick Rick album a
what is that?
classic
Classic.
album?
What,
Classic.
Sun Story? What is it?
Adventures of Slick Rick.
Yes, classic.
yeah,
classic.
classic.
That's classic. That's easier.
I'm sorry, y'all talk. Let me
It's
look
it's
at
classic.
But it's a classic album. But
Yes.
you ask everybody
Yeah.
today, you ask people today, name me an album off of, name me a song off of Slick Rick's album. They may not be.
But
able to
play the record.
The thing that you
Play
gotta
the
remember
record,
though,
though.
You know,
is art is
some classic
subjective.
songs of that album. All right, so that was.
And
Slick
that
Rick's
was
definitely
play the
classic.
record, and
It's
gonna go
always
crazy.
gonna be an opinion, though, and art is subjective. So at the end of the day, that's why she said you could just go around and name 3, and it's either you be like, oh yeah, I agree, or I don't agree, but you can't say you're wrong. you're
Again,
right.
like Pooba is Grand Pooba is one of my favorite rappers, but he's not the best rapper. You know what I'm saying? But he's one of.
Your personal
Right.
favorite 'cause
But was
of
that
you.
Brand Nubian first
and it's
album a
a-
classic?
Maybe to him.
No.
To me, but not. No.
No.
To me, yes, but no. I understand. I wouldn't
Right, right.
argue with nobody if they say, "Oh, no, that's not," because it ain't for
So it
everybody.
depends. It's kinda-
It's like
it's
it's like
kinda-
halftime for them. You know what I'm saying?
Quality over a period of time. Pyro. I mean, Jinx, you could go first. Give us your top 3.
Can we do
Uh-oh.
one apiece? Can we
Three?
do one apiece?
3.
One. It's too hard.
This ain't a 2-hour show.
Hard.
It's one. It's too
It's
hard.
not hard, but we don't got the time.
I have time.
What's a classic album?
Just because y'all screw 'em, I'm gonna give y'all 2. The Slick Rick and De La Soul's first album.
That's
Okay.
a classic. Me,
That.
myself, and I. All right, that
Okay.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's classic.
Yo, Biggie, Life After Death is a classic album, and Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, you stole
It's a classic
mine.
album.
Yeah.
You
So-
stole mine. That's mine. I listen to that every day almost.
The second album?
And it,
Blueprint
that one
is
too.
too.
we can go
And
R&B.
you know every
I
song
like that
I
album,
got,
but it's
I
not
listen to
a
Reasonable
classic.
Doubt.
I like that
Poison.
album.
That freaking
Can I live?
It's my favorite album.
Friend or foe is my shit off that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that.
Nah, and friend of
He over here thinking.
You want me to go? Oh, yes.
It's your go.
He was going that way, brother.
Paid in Full.
You go.
Paid in Full is a classic. You know, and I'm
For
not a
everybody who don't know,
and I'm not a big Rakim
that's
fan.
Rakim and Eric B.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right. Thank you. Life After Death and Reasonable Doubt. Classics.
Uh-oh.
All right, so hold on. Y'all sticking to the 3. Let me Bone Thugs and Harmony.
See?
East 99. East
This
I'm
is
99.
not
when we
a
need
big
more.
Bone Thugs
This
and
is
Harmony
when.
fan, I don't
I don't know about
know. I was, you know.
See, this is what I'm
Pussy
saying
power.
when we're talking about classic. So listen, what's the female classic album?
Massey. What's the
Pussy
411?
Power. Pussy
Oh,
Power.
what's the
Pussy
411?
power. Yeah.
We talking about rappers or just overall?
Anything.
What's the 411?
What's the 411?
Lauren Hill.
Lauren,
Miseducation.
the miseducation of Lauren Hill.
Miseducation.
Hardcore
I'll
Lil
give it that.
Kim.
I'll give it that. Hardcore, definitely.
Hardcore Lil Kim.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was classic.
What about Foxy?
Nah.
That was
Her
dope.
album wasn't
She
classic?
had talking about
she
hip hop.
She had classic.
But of course,
Stop acting like y'all ain't
Yeah.
hear that.
She had
That- no,
classic
that was
singles.
dope.
No.
Y'all heard that.
No. I heard it. I listened to it the other day.
Alright.
She has classic singles, but
What?
that's not the whole album. No.
Who that?
Foxy.
Light as a
That
Rock
first
was
shit.
Light as a Rock was dope too, but I don't think it was a classic. But it was
Wait,
dope.
who?
That's MC Light.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, Foxy Brown had a That's why I'm like MC Light, right?
oh,
Y'all
man,
We
love
got
that.
Mary
That's
411
My life,
and
my life,
life.
my life,
My
my
life,
life.
yes. My life, yes.
Yo, on the MC Light joint, does it matter? Like,
Ghost.
What?
does it matter
Matter?
that she had to? Because I guess we talking about. I guess it does. It doesn't matter because Lil' Kim, everybody had help. But does it
What?
matter
She
that
had-
for the early part of her career, that allegedly her brother Milk from Milk and
Milk
Giz,
is chilling.
Nah.
Milk is chilling,
Because-
pinned
No,
all her
I
raps.
never knew that.
No.
that's
Milk was
official.
Milk was right here.
Oh,
Milk was
damn.
right
Official.
here.
Damn.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Well,
No.
even
Nah,
with the-
it definitely matters.
No, it doesn't matter. No.
Yes, it does.
A great
It does.
album
But y'all just
and a
put-
great
y'all just
artist.
put-
Two
y'all
different
Great
things.
album and a great
You're a
lyricist is two
hip-hop
different things.
Two different
artist.
things. So listen, let's
just put Kim
You're
up
a
there.
hip hop artist.
let's take away my life because what's my man from today? Big Bob. He wrote that. Let's take
wrote-
away that. Let's
for
take
who?
away he's right
Let's
from
take away
Mary.
Kim.
Let's take away Kim. Let's take away Foxy. Jay-Z wrote 5 songs
And yeah.
I
on
didn't
Foxy.
say fuck.
And Drake couldn't even be
I
on
didn't
this
say
list,
either.
right? Drake couldn't be on this list.
Nah, that's not
y'all
true.
ghostwriters?
Let me tell you why Drake is a
I'm saying-
writer.
I'm just
First of all,
saying.
Drake has
I'm just
plaques for awards for writing for other people.
Right.
Drake,
great.
everybody could get a chorus. Like when they played that little stuff, it was a chorus, and then you could have heard the first line of the first verse. He changed it one word for word,
Puff
so I
got
could have
awards
heard the
for
chorus and
writing.
be like, okay, that
Nah,
first
nah,
line go good. Let me go with that. I do not believe
A chorus
that his
was
whole stuff
when
is just written.
chorus is when
And I
Kanye
don't
told
believe
Jay,
he was starting.
"Oh, God, yo, that's what they gonna do." He ain't write near a lyric for Jay. Jay did the rest of that. He came up
You
with
think
the.
Jay Z ain't never get a chorus written for him?
I said he took a chorus. When I heard Drake, it was a little more than that.
But you gotta
It's a little
remember
more.
that was one thing that you heard. And sometimes people take little things and they try to make it and they try to master. Drake is definitely a writer, and he's written for other people. So the
Nah.
point is he knows how to write. That's why I
All
don't like
that I
when
agree
people
with.
don't know how to write. Like
Mariah
and
Carey.
you are-
Wow.
Well, no, you're singing. A singing is a
Is it-
sheer talent.
She's
Talent.
still an artist.
Now that's
She's
different
still an
than
artist.
MCing. That's different.
Well, let's keep with MC.
Singers
But wait,
is
all right.
known to have writers. There's very few
They
singers
are.
that write
Is
for
Drake?
themselves.
I mean, is Drake just a rapper or he's an artist? Because
Drake
he
is a
acts,
rapper.
He acts,
But
He
he's a
does-
rapper.
But look,
the mass majority of what Drake does is rapping, so that would make him a rapper. Does he do other
We
things?
going
rapping,
on.
the most majority of he do is some singing shit.
Nah, the most of it is
Wheelchair
rapping.
Jimmy
He has
is a rapper.
singing in it.
He is a rapper.
He's a
But
rapper.
you can,
That's
have,
what
you,
he
can,
know.
you can have writers and have a classic album. In my opinion.
Look, yeah,
album-
because I have a
but
question.
As
Yeah,
a hip hop artist, it's just fraudulent.
Yeah, he
Listen,
can't
wait,
be-
wait,
that he
wait,
can't be
wait,
a
wait,
top
wait,
MC.
wait, wait,
Right,
wait.
right, PS.
That's what you say. That's the difference.
I'm agreeing with PS way too much today. I don't like
You
it.
smart
Let's
today.
make me a
You being
conversation.
smart today.
Listen, hold on. We give R&B artists a pass, right, for having writers write for them because
Yeah,
because singing is a talent,
Yeah,
right?
everybody can sing.
Is
Anybody can read.
there's a
What the hell
lot
you
of
trying to
rappers
read?
we've known from the beginning of
good.
rap till now whose delivery is
If you
better
really push
than
your
than what you might hear, or just they're known already. So should we take that away from them because their delivery is better, it comes off better?
And delivery is very important
It
in a
is.
record.
Right.
Very
For sure,
important.
Yeah.
but at the
I mean,
same
it's rap as a craft is different than singing.
This
You know what I mean?
you're right.
Rap comes from poetry, which means you're creating words. You're dazzling the people, captivating them with your words.
And
if you
it's
didn't
supposed to be
create
about
those
you.
words, singing, you can sing eeny, meeny, miny, mo. If you can sing, it sounds good.
Eeny, meeny,
Like-
miny.
I think
and
rapping
not
is
only
about
that, rapping
timing
was
and-
about it's about a lot of things. It's about skill. It's about words.
About words.
So
It's that is exactly
Exactly what
what
it
it's
is.
about. So if
Rhythm
you-
and poetry.
so you're
rap.
against ghostwriting.
yes,
You wouldn't have that at all.
not as a hip hop artist.
What
You
about
not
what
write-
about
you
somebody in
write
the
your own-
studio with you and they vibing with you and they got like, yo, I just came up with the suggestion. I think this shit is dope. You wouldn't even take that?
I'm gonna hear your suggestion, but at the same time, I mean, I have a mind, and like I have. How you gonna tell me what I want to say?
Right.
Like I know what I want to say. So like that's the thing. If you say something like, it's always gonna be like, you know what? If you do this, that's not ghostwriting. That's not. Everybody in the history of time has dealt with that. If you in the studio,
right.
with other
I
people,
take
Say
that
right
as
there. You know what? You should instead of
Saying
that's
it that
just a
way,
little-
say it
that's
this
not
way, yeah, that's
ghostwriting.
different.
That is a simple suggestion.
But
Like,
You know,
that people take executive producer credits for a little suggestion like
people
that.
are petty.
Oh yeah. I took 3% on records that I just changed the line here and there. But what I'm saying is I disagree with that to an extent, but I hear what you're saying. But let's say we all went to Hallmark or wherever, or the pharmacy and brought a card, and that card may say exactly how we felt. And all I gotta do is say, love Maroc.
I'm
Whatever.
not saying
Do you know
it
what I'm saying?
can't-
But that card says so sometimes people can speak for you. Like when
They can, but they
Missing
won't
you.
for
When
me.
he's going in.
No. Yeah, right. But he just lost his mother at the time. But let's say Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they sat Janet Jackson down, which is another classic album.
Different singer.
Control. You know what I'm saying? So they talked though, like, what's going on with you? I just feel like I want control of my life. All right, we're gonna name this album Control. We're gonna make a record. So it can be done as a writer. It can be
No,
done.
I didn't say. Obviously, I mean, if Drake has ghostwriters, they obviously sound like this is what we know him to be. Like, they obviously, that's the point of you is supposed to get to know that person. You're supposed to sound like them. That's why you're a ghost, because you're not supposed to be recognizable. If I know, damn, that don't really sound like that person. See, like when I first heard
Mariah
that
Carey.
Kanye had ghostwriters, I'm like, hold up, how? Because Kanye is a very like distinct kind of
Emotional,
person.
yeah.
So it's like, how, you know what I mean? Like that really feel like something Kanye would say. Like, you know what I mean? Who else is gonna think of this?
Yeah, 'cause-
But of course, like that's their job to do. So what I'm saying is, it's not that they can't speak for you, but it's like, what is the point? I don't do this for other people to speak to me. I don't do this for like.
What
you
are
know,
your,
other people.
um,
I can, if I have the ability to do it myself, why do I need somebody else to do it? And I mean, damn, how lazy can you be? Like,
They could be busy. They could be
There's a
busy.
lot of
okay,
lazy
but are
people
you
out
a
there.
music artist? A lot of people, and that's
See,
why
no,
half
no.
the people.
Right.
No, you're right. See, I think that you just said it. They're artists. A lot of people are not looking to see what the thing with the source was when you have to get that lyricist of the month or lyricist. Nobody's going for that. Everybody's trying to be the best artist. So with that, it's that whole writing stuff don't matter no more to this generation. They just
They
want to
trying
put out
make
good
that Be
records.
the biggest money maker.
Okay, so
There you
did
go.
Biggest
Picasso
artist,
not
biggest
paint
money
his
maker.
picture and then just throw Picasso on it and it's okay? What is the part of art? Art is creating, right? So what did you create?
No, but if Kanye tells Consequence,
No.
like, no. If he,
I don't even see how. Let me not say.
or what's the guy that he sued? What's the guy
I
that sued
don't
him?
see. Did he
Jesus
really?
Walks?
Did he really write a lot of Kanye stuff?
Ronfest. So
Because maybe like a few words, but I
I
don't
don't-
know. I heard
I don't
Conscious
believe
and I'm
Ron-
like,
no.
don't-
It's been settlements. It's been settlements in court. He's got
You know
paid
what I'm
for
A
it.
saying?
lot of things
how
happen in court.
much
That don't mean
of it,
it's
like
right.
small pieces.
Are we in denial that Kanye has writers? Because he said it.
No, but
No, I just don't believe him.
It's
Rhymefest. Like I know of Rhymefest. I know. And no
But there's been
disrespect to him.
settlements, man.
I mean, a lot of things.
Ronfest
Are
can
we-
spit.
We don't
And that's
believe
another
that
guy.
they-
That's an
Kanye's
example.
never doubt. He's never denied.
Wait,
this.
Ronfest is an example of a guy who's better with the pen than better than spitting.
Right.
Period.
that's a
I'm
lot of
very
He's an
familiar with
example of
Rhymefest. I just don't
Like,
believe
who's the
it.
person that
Sorry.
used to write for Wayne?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, true that.
Was it Gully the
a lot of
Kid?
people.
But no, it's Gully the Kid, right?
Right.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was one of the people.
And
Drake.
he could, but everybody's not gonna sound. Wayne sound better. Wayne had a better delivery and a
Right.
better. That
Right.
just does with confidence.
Listen,
Same
man.
thing with Quentin Miller.
Once you deal with the settlements, like Usher when he made it burn allegedly.
Hey.
Wow. You know, once the settlements
He's
is in,
still
you,
making it burn.
you
right.
got still because you never stop making it burn once you start.
Word.
But the thing
The
is,
gifts that keeps on.
you just gotta believe it. You gotta believe it.
No,
Once the settlements
I-
are-
no.
'cause I ain't paying for shit that
No.
I ain't do.
Oh,
So-
trust me. If you
so-
get in a certain situation, you will pay
if
for
he
something
ain't
you
making
ain't
it burn,
do. You,
But the thing is,
if
how
Bobby
can you
Valentino
prove?
ain't slowing down when he running, shit like that.
if
I
some,
want to
if you
know
a
how
fa-
you prove that I gave you.
if you're a famous
anything.
star and some woman accuse you
know.
of rape and she
Prove
say
it.
let's settle it instead of me taking you to court,
We going to court.
yeah, right.
I ain't
Your
do
ass
it.
is,
We going to court if I ain't do it. We going
and
to
that's
court.
how you end up sitting on the island for
But
a
then
year.
we gonna sit on the island because
thing is-
I'm not gonna know.
Yo,
I'm
I
gonna-
will never cop to nothing I ain't do.
Yeah, then that's a personal belief. But the reason why people settle is because at
That's
the same
not-
time, sometimes you in court forever and you
Yeah.
paying the same money to a lawyer.
I didn't settle in
And-
court. I settled out of court. I'm
I ain't
settled. I
settling
didn't
out
say
of
I'm
court.
guilty. I'm settling.
I'm not selling out of
in
court. I'm
order
not
to
giving
not
you
waste
money.
my time and to not waste my money because you gonna spend money
Yep.
if you take it to court. That's why they settle out of court.
You
So
may
it's like,
lose.
man, let me give you this money. We settle out of court. I don't gotta waste my time. I ain't gotta waste my money anyway. It's the same money probably I'm spending to get lawyers and all this stuff. And then I don't have the option to lose and spend even more money. Or you probably might get more. I don't know. But this way, I mean, I'm just giving you what I would have gave my lawyers.
I don't know. I mean, I can't speak
But you
about it.
cannot
know.
prove that I gave you herpes.
Well, I mean, you can.
You really can't. I don't know what you was doing. Prove to me that somebody else didn't give you herpes.
True that.
Because you're obviously having unprotected sex with people
Obviously.
you don't know too well. So
And they
how
say-
do I not know that you gave me herpes?
And they say one out of
'Cause we
every three
both
people got it.
herpes and we both had
She
sex.
probably boned 3 people.
So who
Usher was one of them.
gave who? What?
I don't know.
Yo, I
about Usher.
definitely want to change the subject.
I feel uncomfortable talking about this.
Because now everybody gonna come out
Why
of the woodwork.
we
with
gotta feel
herpes from
uncomfortable?
Usher.
Listen, man.
I could go catch her if I had sex with Usher and I said, "Oh, Usher has herpes." I could just go catch herpes to get $1 million,
Yeah.
like $1 million. I mean, I would never. 'cause
Listen,
that
Well, I'm
is
sure she
crazy.
got some
listen,
text
listen,
messages,
listen, listen.
something.
That's a
Usher,
Usher did not text that girl, "Hey, I got herpes."
my man got mad. My man right here got plaques on the wall and
Hunting said, my man right here got herpes.
Oh,
So,
like,
so let's leave Usher alone. Let's leave Usher alone right now.
No. Let's keep talking. so
Because
they can
he's a
buy his album.
ghostwriter
Yeah.
for Usher as well.
Yeah,
And a whole
listen,
bunch of other folks. Yeah.
listen. We gonna change this out.
Let's
as
change
long as he ain't right, let it burn.
I didn't write let it burn.
He ain't
I didn't
right, he ain't right, let it burn.
Right, that
It's
one.
funny because we was chilling. I saw the plaque on his wall and I was like, son, wait a minute. Is this plaque for Let It Burn,
He
son?
thought I was like, nah, it was the 8701 album. It wasn't that.
you know,
I wish it was Confession
I'm
album.
gonna still do some research on that because
I promise it wasn't.
Yeah,
It
all
wasn't.
right,
I just
we gonna
didn't
check it
I
out.
just googled it. I just googled
Yeah.
it because I wasn't sure. But I have a question. Rick Ross just came up under
Just
fire.
thought
For what?
about
He's
that.
under
Right
fire
before
too?
you
He
said
let
Yeah,
it
yeah.
burn?
Oh, did you hear
Thinking
under fire?
about
Did you?
it.
But did you hear under
I
fire?
know what you said.
He let it burn.
It's
Bang,
crazy.
bang.
So
So,
must be right here. Actually, 'cause I was
what's your
thinking
sign?
that in my head. I'm a Cancer.
Oh, Jesus
I'm a
Christ.
Cancer Leo. I'm the last day of Cancer.
Little crybaby.
I'm on
You
the
got
cusp.
dope tats. I just want to say that, by the way. The shit's just
All
dope.
right.
Thank you.
So with the Rick Ross, for those that don't know,
Completely ignorant.
Rick Ross got in. He's under fire. He's really under fire right now because he said. I thought he was just being honest. Personally, he said
That's
he
what
would. He would never sign
Yeah,
a female rapper.
because he might want to.
He might want to fuck her.
Oh, I saw that interview.
He would, no.
Yeah.
That's not what he said. Let's quote it.
What he said?
He said he would because he would need to fuck her a couple times.
I don't know if I heard
Need.
need. I don't know if I heard
This was
need.
quoted. I don't know what you heard.
I don't know if
You
I
want
heard
to get
need.
into the?
quoted.
You want to get into the artist?
And okay, this the thing.
Cinemax, do your thing.
I
Google
I
facts.
actually spoke about this on social media, and every man. It's so funny. Somebody was like, "I really feel like that's a polarizing subject," and I was like, "I really feel like that's sad that you would feel that that's a polarizing subject because this is obviously saying that we are looking at women as more like an object. Like, okay, so did you need to fuck Meek or Wale because it's an investment? Because as a businessman, you should never come out your mouth and say anything so crazy." It's an investment.
Well, back
you
in the days-
invest money to make money, not to buy pussy.
That's right.
They said to
You
get
wanna
signed to
buy
Def
pussy,
Jam,
you
you
can
had
buy
to be fucking
pussy.
under the table, regardless
They
of your
never
gender.
said
Oh,
that.
come on.
But that's the thing.
Look at
What he
Leo.
say?
I don't
What he say? What he say?
Even if you thought something
Mute his
so
mic. The views of Pyro the Fireman has nothing.
Even if you thought something so crazy, why would you open your mouth to say it? It was just, it was ignorant, and we all know that.
It's true.
And no, it's just saying like, okay,
Planet
that
Rock.
makes it harder because as women, especially if you are attractive, this is how people are gonna come at you, and everybody don't want to fuck you to be famous.
But
Like,
everybody thinks that women have to do that to attain something.
I can't hear.
Yeah, something wrong with your mic, Cinemax.
but
You're talking that
but
bullshit.
you see, that's the thing. And him saying that, it makes it harder. And the fact that men think that, oh, well, he's just being honest, like he's just trying to keep himself out of that. No, what you're doing is you saying that, and then other people, you're not the only one that feels that way. And the fact that y'all think it's okay for y'all to feel that way, and that y'all don't have self-control over yourself. Okay, that's probably why it's not that much female rappers out right now.
I mean, I think he messed up for in saying that. I think he messed up a part of his business.
what he needs to worry about is, are they talented?
Right.
Because that's what you need
Absolutely.
to worry about. You worried
Absolutely.
about what? Okay, you selling music or you selling pussy? Do you need to find out how good her pussy is? Because that's not what you're selling.
Right.
You're selling music. So that was just ignorant. Unless you fucking Meek and Wale, which I mean, I don't know.
I mean, now if my
But,
like if my lady was a rapper and she comes home and be like, "Yo, Rick Ross offered me this deal," I'd be like, "What? The nigga offered you what? Why he offered you that?"
Well, now you gonna say that.
Yeah, now-
Right.
now
You
you
know what I'm
gonna
saying?
say it.
So it's gonna be a problem.
But it was just
Yeah.
stupid. He should have said, because at the end of the day, if you met someone and they was really, the thing is I don't even think he was even serious in that statement, because if he really met an artist that was really dope and he like, yo, she's fucking crazy, like I'm about to make stupid money, that thought would have left his mind. The fact is, y'all thinking about these strippers that are not rappers, and we know what they are selling.
Where's the
So, like, that's the thing, is when you're not focused on the talent and you're not focused on that, then, of course, that's how you're going to feel. But that's not what this is about.
No, I agree with you.
So,
Because it's not the first time it's been said, but not like the way he said it. He said some bullshit.
it should have never
But
been said.
Jay-Z has said it before, and 50 Cent has said it.
But-
Because when
When did Jay-Z
when
say
Jay-Z
that?
had the situation with a mill, he said, I don't think I could ever do this again. And then when 50 had the situation with Olivia, he said he don't think he could ever do it again.
But
Well,
I
I
think
mean-
those were for different reasons, though.
But I got a question.
I took
I got a
sex
quick
out of it.
question.
The
Something
mill
y'all
thing was a
said-
difference.
Go ahead.
I think he was,
I'm just
I
saying
do
what he
think, I
said.
thought he was messing
mean-
with a mill. But, I mean, first of all, I don't see how she was irresistible. But, I
Wow.
mean, like,
She
What,
throwing-
what, huh?
She
so
throwing
I don't
it,
even
boy.
understand
A
that.
mill what?
Always had a man around.
And she might have not.
Yo, stupid. Yo,
But okay, like, what if Wayne would have said that to Nicki? Or like, how much money?
Hey.
You see how much money Nicki Minaj is worth, and you see how much money they made off of her. So that's just ignorant. Nicki Minaj is worth more than Rick Ross. So you mean to tell me you could have met Nicki Minaj and said, "I'm not gonna sign you because I'm an idiot," basically?
Well, I got something to think about, and this may come off wrong. I hope it doesn't. But you think about an artist. Most artists, they're around. What are they around? Majority of times, they're around groupies. They're around strippers. They're around, because that's that's kind of the
They're around the
what
Hollywood
comes
lifestyle,
behind,
which is
that's
fake.
so how many real women do they meet?
Exactly.
So when they finally meet somebody that is about something, they're kind of like starstruck, like, oh,
Yeah.
damn, I didn't even know y'all exist anymore. You know what I mean?
But that's why I said that was an ignorant statement
Say
for him to
that.
say, because I
Yeah.
don't even feel like that's completely genuine. I think that's just some, you just talking and you didn't really think about what you were saying. Obviously, because I don't think that he really sat there and thought about, oh, let me say, yep.
That's
knew
what I think.
was
It,
gonna say
watching
that.
it, he just got caught up in the
Listen,
moment.
listen. So
Yeah.
bringing it back to you, we got a couple minutes left. It's good to say we won't see you on Maybach Music anytime soon.
Oh, I never had any intentions on being Maybach Music in the first place before this was said. But that's just me. It just didn't, it wouldn't make sense. Like, overall, like, when you look at, you could do anything anywhere, but I'm just like, it wouldn't be my ideal, like, oh, this is where I want to go.
What would be your ideal situation?
Would you sign to a major?
Yeah, if it's the right one. I could do, rock. Like you said,
Rock.
Jay-Z ain't had a female rapping
Yeah.
in how long? And we're not gonna say
I think Amir was about to get another shot. She was about to get another
I'm
shot.
just saying, like, when you look at Jay-Z and what he could do for people and stuff like that, and even when you look at it, okay, he had a mill, and then like I won't say he had Foxy, but he was working with Foxy, and supposedly he was writing, like, her stuff like that. But I just feel like, okay, so what if Jay-Z really had someone that was like writing their own stuff that was good. That was like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
This.
you can say whatever you want about Foxy. She ain't gonna hear this.
Oh shit!
I mean, I'm not.
My bad, y'all. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not
Blame
saying
that on
that if
something
you didn't
else.
write it, you didn't write it. That's not. That's just a fact.
My bad.
That's crazy.
All right, I got a question. In closing, I know how you said you
Shout
feel
out
about
to
people writing. Let's say Jay, so I'll sign you, but if I feel like I got a record for you and I want to write it,
No,
you would turn it down, the whole deal down?
no, and I don't think Jay-Z would say that.
As an artist,
He might.
Oh, I'm going to make. I have to write your song.
No,
Then why the
Not
hell
have
you want to
but he
sign
just
me?
got a dope song
You-
for you.
No. He doesn't
You got
have
a
to.
dope
We say
song
And
for
I
you.
just have
I
a dope
got this
opinion of
record.
saying no.
Oh, cool.
art.
That's
Like-
what it is, man.
I'm on the side with that one.
Hey, listen, you got to stand for something, so I ain't mad at her. I
You
ain't mad
fall
at her.
for anything.
Listen, so in closing, please give any plugs, your social media outlets,
All
everything
that.
you got to do.
Tell them
Shout
about
it
the
out.
All
pussy
right,
power
all my
some more.
social
And
media.
she wrote all these social medias herself. So.
I
Yes,
need
I
all
did.
my females, all our female fans to go get that shirt because pussy is power. Understand that? That's the name
you
of the
could,
album.
You could get merchandise at talkaboutpussypower.com, and you know it's spelled exactly. I mean, I hope y'all can spell that. But and all my social media is MONINAYO. It's MONINAYO. And you could find the album Pussy Power featuring The Plot Thickens. If you put my name in, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, all of that.
And listen, in closing, fellas out there, don't fall for the power of the pussy. You dickmatize the pussy.
Oh man,
We out. We gonna see
out.
y'all next week. We can continue this after the show.
We say what they can't.
Play that song. It's not a dickmatized record, but you got this new record.
Definitely not.
Don't see. This is how niggas get sued. You hear this shit? That's why your mic on.
He want his percent. His 10%.
Where the song, James? Where the song? Let's bring it.